Hello everyone. Today I am getting my herb container garden set up for the season. Now it's not going to be completely set up because I still need to turn on irrigation, which will be in about a few weeks. And then I still have 6 more herbs on their way to me. But for the most part, I'm going to get everything set up and organized. So let me show you what I have so far and then talk a little bit about what we're going to do. These are all of the herbs that I currently have. So I have 9 here already potted up. I like to use the 8-inch terracotta pots. You can definitely go larger. I probably wouldn't go smaller for some of the more aggressive herbs, especially like mint, but these pots work really well for me. The main reason though I use them is because I think they're cute, and this is probably what I'd consider like, I don't know, the most aesthetically pleasing part of my garden, like the part I care about the most, how it looks. So all of these, and then I have over here, I also had my garage dahlias. I have 3 more herbs over here, 2 thyme and a rosemary that I need to get potted up. And then these plant stands, which I just got from Amazon, I don't know if they have these exact ones in stock. I'll check. If not, I'll link down something similar below. But these also go on each side of my herb rack, which means the grow bags need to come off and these need to be moved over. So it hopefully shouldn't take too long to get this all set up, but I also wanted to add in the pretty labels onto my herbs. Right now I still have the labels that they came with. Again, for aesthetic reasons only, I want to add in my own little plant labels. So we'll get things potted up, we'll get things moved around, and then I feel like I have like one part of my garden complete. A lot of these herbs, except for basil, can handle temperatures dipping down into like the high 40s just fine, which is kind of the lowest I see. Mostly we're above 50 degrees, so I've been leaving these outside. I feel comfortable with that. Right now, because it is slightly cooler and we still get rain every few days, I've only had to hand water with the hose a few times. Like, I'm not necessarily having to water every day because it's not getting hot enough, but I am at least checking on my herbs every day. During the summer, yes, definitely every day. And for some of these, which is why you probably could go up a pot size twice a day if it's super hot and I come outside in the afternoon and they need an extra drink. So we'll get the 3 remaining potted up. Again, there are 6 more coming. We'll get everything into place and labeled, and then hopefully it looks really cute by the end of it. All right, we'll do the potting up first, which means I need to get out my box of soil. Now this is, oops, try not to get too dirty, but this is the soil that I stored over winter from last year's containers and then just refreshed with some compost and perlite. Actually, because it's not going to rain, I can leave this cover off for now. And as I discovered last time, potting up in this container makes it a lot less messy at the end of it. So just scooping in the soil here and potting up a plant. So this is my rosemary, and then I saved these to pot up and give away any of my extra seedlings, since I always start too many plants. But rosemary, get this in here. I might fertilize today, I'm not sure. Even when herbs say they can grow in poor quality soil, I mean, the nutrients in containers run out so quickly. I still fertilize all of my herbs, no matter what. And I just use the Fox Farm, I think it's the Grow Big, the one that has slightly more nitrogen on it. And that seems to work great. So that is rosemary. Next we'll do one at a time. I have lemon and regular. So this is my lemon. Smells so good. Putting that into the pot here. Again, leaving about an inch around the rim at the top in order to have room to water. But having this container with my potting soil in it actually makes it a lot faster than having like multiple bags that I'm opening. So I really like this. I might even just, once this is empty, like dump in fresh potting soil. Let's not lose the tag. And then one more until my online order comes. And this one is just my regular thyme. I don't know if everyone in the gardening world loves puns, but I can find myself making thyme puns all of the time during the growing season. Sometimes I think my husband finds them funny. Sometimes I think I might overdo it, but that doesn't stop me. Ooh, this thyme smells extra potent right now. All right, so these 3 are now all planted. So we'll push this, well, you know what? I'm gonna leave it in the sun for a little bit now. And then next I wanna set up this area. Okay, so right now I have enough room for all of my herbs. Where the rest of them are going to go, I am not sure yet. But this placement at least I really like. This is what I did last year. Maybe I had extra ones like lined up in front or on the side, but I don't think so, because I think I had just enough drip for all of these. Now, I'm still working on setting up my irrigation for this season, and I don't need it on yet, but I did want to give you an idea of what this kind of looks like. And then obviously once the herbs grow, you're not going to see the emitters at all, but it is easier to get them in now than when the pots become root bound. So this is the Carpathian system. I just stick these emitters as close to the plant as I can. And then once I turn it on and test it, I will open and close this by either twisting left or twisting right to get the range in here that I want. These definitely open enough where it's larger than the diameter of the pot. So when I test my drip system, turn it on, I just adjust these so that it's at the right radius that I want. So that's kind of what this looks like. And then all of these tubes here are connected. So it's just those 3 that I put in. Again, the rest, I'm going to wait till I actually set up my irrigation system to stick that in, because I might, move some of these around. Not really sure yet what my setup is going to be, especially with the new herbs that are coming. Also, a question I've been asked before is if these stands fall over. Now, they are very lightweight. They're also like not the sturdiest things in the world, but they're not bad. I've actually never had one of these fall over unless I've gotten the hose tangled in it, which is why I'm glad I'm using a flexible hose this season. Whenever we've had wind, I've had pots fall off, like this pot has fallen off or whatever one's on the top. I've had some of these fall down, but I've never had this plant stand itself fall down. And I think that's because I put a pot at the bottom, so that also gives it stability. So this is my setup. And even though like this rack, again, that I think is out of stock at Gardener Supply, didn't come like in the same set as these side plant stands, I think it looks really nice together out here. Out here is kind of where I have more of my like black pots and containers. I have my black grow bags, black plastic pots. I kind of like the colors of like the black pots and the terracotta. I think it looks really nice. So now I will go ahead and get my labels and we will make these look just a little prettier. All right, for the labels, I'm just using these labels I found on Amazon. I used the same ones last year, but I do make new labels because one, they don't really handle the weather without really deteriorating over the season. Also, I don't always have the same herbs. So we'll get these labeled. Now I swear it came with a marker, like a garden marker, and I can't find it. So I'm just gonna use a Sharpie, which doesn't, again, always necessarily hold up the best, but that's what I'm working with today. So now I'm just going to write my labels. I swear I trust myself to be able to spell things until I need to write it in permanent marker. And then I'm like, how do you spell lemon again? But I think I've got it. And then I will just stick that into my plants. I'm also one of those people that, at least when I was younger for sure, is not the greatest at spacing the letters. And really knowing how much space I need to take up, but that doesn't look too shabby either. I'm also left-handed, which this isn't too bad because I'm writing on something that's small, but I definitely have to be extra careful to not smudge anything that I'm writing. And here is the herb rack with all matching labels. And doesn't that just look a little bit better? So I really like how this looks. This is always one of my favorite parts of the garden. I mean, honestly, my herbs are probably the most used part of my garden because I'm harvesting almost every day if I want some fresh herbs for my tea. And these just grow so incredibly quickly that the more I harvest, it's like I'm coming out here every week and needing to give them a haircut to keep on top of it. But this is everything I'm growing. And did I go through these all with you? If not, I'll do it right now. If I already did, I will cut it out. But I have lemon thyme, garlic chives, strawberry mint, basil mint, thyme. Down there I have apple mint, leeks, parsley, chocolate mint, rosemary on the bottom of that one, oregano, lemon balm, and pineapple sage. And again, my two top favorites so far that I've had are pineapple sage and chocolate mint in terms of the herbs that I love that taste so good that I use the most, mostly for teas, but they're really delicious. And then as far as what I have coming, let's see if I can remember these off the top of my head. I think I have pineapple mint, lemon bergamot mint, I have another apple mint, another chocolate mint, I have a banana mint, and an orange mint. And those are the 6 that I have coming. I'm definitely always putting mint in a separate container because that can definitely take over. So if I planted it in like my raised bed, for example, it would just take over the bed. I think thyme and oregano are also a bit aggressive. I might, like, considering my chives or the leeks, taking them out and planting them in a grow bag with my tomatoes. That's where my basil is going to go. That is still inside, just so I can have more space here. So once I get the remaining 6, which should be in the next few weeks, I will obviously update you. Maybe we'll do a little taste test of all of the mints that I have. I think that would be fun. And so, yeah, let me know if you have any questions about my herb containers. I really love this setup. I've kind of finagled it over the last few years, and definitely with pots this size in a full sun container garden. This is the south full sun, so it's more intense. I have to have irrigation because I couldn't leave just for even a day without having someone water them. I have in the past moved them like into a shaded area. I've even brought them inside before I had an irrigation system because they dry out slower if they're inside and not in the sun. But irrigation for my smaller pots like this is a must. So I think that's everything for the video. That's everything I'm going to do today. I did water in the 3 that I just planted. And from here on out, it's just doing more stuff in the garden constantly. So let me know if you have questions, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.